My bad, y'all. I didn't even realize that the live had started. I pressed the button, but I didn't realize I pressed it twice, so I just pulled over. Um, yeah. Black magic, that's what I see. So I just pulled over for a second, y'all. And as I was eating my food, I could all of a sudden feel this energy. I don't know if you know, you know, but I always feel it in my head first. Before I feel anything else, I could feel it all in my head. And so I'm sitting there trying to figure out why I feel like I had a headache all of a sudden. And all of a sudden I start remembering stuff that I really don't even still. That's crazy. I really don't even remember. I'm confused about what it is that's in my mind, and so it's so funny. Just before that happened, I had Serge on here. I tell you all the time, go listen to her. But she been saying something about people trying to implant memories in your head, and for the longest she been saying it, I'm like, that's not me. I know what's my memories and what's not. I know, I know what I've done. I know. But she said it this time, and as she was saying it this time, I all of a sudden start remembering stuff that I really don't remember. She always call out stuff early. So anyway, long story short, between the things in my mind and the headache I was having that slightly gone away, I just want to see what's in the energy. And so I came here with y'all because I like to do the readings and see what's in the energy all together. I wish I could feel what I be feeling sometimes. I wish it was like a tangible thing that I can just pass to y'all and let y'all feel what it is that I be feeling right when it's coming through. So anyway, I wasn't about to say that, but now that I'm thinking about it, who you think would be able to do stuff like that, y'all? Military people? Because I don't know. I mean, you got to be a powerful, very powerful magician to be able to do something like that. Comb through, like I've been telling y'all about, is one thing. But to put stuff there you don't even remember, but you can see it in your head. That's some military stuff, yeah. Public humiliation. Says I like it nasty. Specialty. That's somebody's specialty. That's what they do. Contact a lawyer. Promiscuous. It's man. It's man doing this. They stole it. It's the men that have stole something. It's the men that think they're gonna get away with this, whatever it is they stole. Your money. That's the man that's, I guess, trying to make you feel humiliated. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for subscribing. This is an emperor. Somebody trying to make you feel humiliated. They're trying to make you, they're trying to embarrass you in front of whoever it is that may be around that's looking. This is a whole spiritual thing. And so it's many people in the world that's able to hear and see things that you don't have to say. You could just be thinking. Many people in the world that's able to pick up on it. Not everybody is tuned in, though. Not everybody is tuned in to you to just be able to pick up on certain things. And so these men have to be men that know exactly who's tuned in, and they're trying to make you, when I say you, I mean me, feel embarrassed about certain things. But here's the thing. They have illuminated everything that I've ever done since a child. And so it don't even bother me anymore. I think the confusion is me remembering what I really don't remember. Now, granted, I've had them bring up other things that didn't dawn on me right then. It took them to do it 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And then I'd be like, oh, I know. I know what they talking about. Because it'd be stuff from that long ago. Yeah. I just don't feel like this gonna be one of those things, but I guess we'll see. We'll see. But I just seen government. I was trying to see if I seen it again so I can show it to y'all, but that's what I just seen. Can you imagine people that work for the government? We already seen these military people who could very well be family. You imagine people that work for the government who still going out their way to try to do stuff to you so they can get away with stealing something. Why don't y'all die already? Like, what's the problem? I know that sounds very mean. But y'all done spent a lifetime seem like trying to take somebody's life away from them so y'all could live a life that y'all don't deserve to live. What you deserve to be doing this. Boy. I ain't gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Y'all know what y'all deserve to be doing. And when I say die already, I mean, that's the easy way out. What y'all deserve to be doing is it's not that easy. It's just you. Just falling over. It says moving. Somebody could be moving. I'm not moving. I'm going to sit right here and let them do what it is they're doing. I'm going to sit right here because sooner or later, it's going to be out exactly what they're doing. Sooner or later, these people going to have a whole lawsuit on the government because the government act like they can't control the things that they create. If you're going to create monsters, by all means, lock them up in a room somewhere and don't let them out till you're able to use them. Don't create the monsters and then send them back on the streets. I see a celebrity here. Celebrity says I'll pay for her. Scorpio here. Red rum, murder. Something about a Scorpio here and a celebrity. Somebody gonna pay for something here. Shade. I see a closed case. I'm just thinking who is able. Okay, what's going on with this celebrity? I see a Scorpio. Slander goes about revealing confidential talk. Do not associate yourself with ones who gossip. So it's somebody out here gossiping. Could even be revealing stuff you told them. That is, yeah. I see fastidious here. It says very attentive to and concerned about the accuracy and detail. World history. Something's going to be made. Something's going down in the history books. And so if you're going to be the villain, I guess you got to make the best out of it. You got to be the best villain you can be, huh? It says have faith. Laugh now, cry later. Somebody's laughing about something here. I see something toxic. They hate you. Somebody's manipulative. These kind of people hate themselves because they can't be you. Even if it's men out here that's doing it, you'd be surprised how many men actually want to be women. How many men have these secret lives, these secret relationships with other men that will, yeah, I can't make it up. Secret lovers. Be surprised how many men have these secret relationships with other men. And this is why they come from women. This is why they come after the women. Because who they truly have the feelings for is the men. Who they will truly take up for at the end of the day is the men. And this is why they feel so good about themselves. I see jail right here. Somebody's going to prison. And you know what? If it's one of these men, that'll probably be where they are able to be themselves the most, in prison. Because then you get to be exactly what it is you want to be. What Meg the Stallion say? I'd rather be your bitch. And you'll get a chance to be there to somebody while you in there. And so that's probably the best place for you to be. I seen either Aries or Asia. It may have been both of them, Aries and Asia. I think it was both. Scorpio here. Security. BMF. What's going on with the celebrity here? Having a showing an extreme greed for wealth and material gain. And so that's why it keeps saying they stolen. The celebrity helped steal something. I see behavioral and emotional disorders. The celebrity could be bipolar here. They have some type of behavioral disorders. They may have rode the short bus when they was a kid. If they don't walk to school, they could have definitely been in one of them slow classes. Aladdin. Somebody know how to do magic very well. This is what they're doing. We already started off with black magic. Black magic. Let's see. Strength, courage, and wisdom. The celebrity, it also says here, they slept with a relative, but not just any relative. It says an adult child, so this relative likes them young. I mean, this person, this celebrity here, likes children. I can't make it up. This celebrity here likes children. Imagine that. See, they bitter. Don't trust them. Can't trust a person who likes children anyway. Because the reasons why you would deal with children is because you can't handle an adult. A reason why you would deal with children It's because they can't tell when you don't really like women. And so it's easier to deal with a child who doesn't know that you rather have a man for purposes of manipulation, feeling more like a man. Maybe if you're the female part of the man, if you're a bottom and not the top, you want children to make you feel like you are the man, I guess. You would not want to deal with adults because we can see straight through certain things. Yeah. Where's the word? I must have shuffled it back in. Fastidious. Attention to detail. We can see straight through it. I see this person could have collaborated with your family. It may have been the adult's kid and your adult children in your family. This person likes minors. If they say minor, they like them very, very young. I got an adult children and then a card that says minor. They like them very, very young. He's not the type of man we deal with anyway, and this may be why they're mad. Mental breakdown. Somebody could be having some type of mental breakdown. Yeah, because if you like them really, really young, I mean, aren't we already, like, what, we gonna keep having back-to-back situations about celebrities who can't seem to control themselves? Mm. See a Scorpio here. Says irresolute. Showing up feeling hesitancy, uncertain here. Their ex-friend is jealous. There's an investigation going on. I hope it's on this person who like these kids. Somebody got receipts. Imagine that. Somebody got receipts. Hmm. Ego. Watching you from surrounding areas. Water signs. So these water signs could definitely be watching you. I see fraud here and partnership. So they're in partnership with a water sign here. Now, is the water sign an adult child or is the water sign the adult? It says gang stalking, so contact the lawyer. Fire signs, they gang stalking a fire sign. That would be me. That would be me. It's men. Again, it's men. These men do favors for each other, and then they go back and they deal with children who don't know any better, who can't tell that they are men who do favors for each other. Music. Somebody could definitely be in music here. Same sex. These men like men. It is what it is. These men like men. And they'll never treat a woman like she should be treated because a lot of times they feel like they are the woman. Or they got a man at home who is acting like they woman. And so they're not going to treat women like they should be treated. And again, they get with children so the children could stroke their egos because the children can't tell who they are. Children can't tell. I see wealth here. Projects, ghetto. Somebody may be from the projects. See a gold digger here from the projects. Men could be gold diggers as well. We're not going to act like they can't be. We already seen somebody does something, things for money, showing extreme greed, need for material things. This is a gold digging man here who would do anything possible. Anything possible to look as if they are the man and not a man's man. If that's what you like, that's fine. Well, we're here to judge, but when you hiding it, when you try to hide it behind women who just there for your money anyway, or children who may not seem to know better, then there's a problem. There's a problem. Haven't we seen in past situations and current situations that doesn't last long? Let's see, siblings, married siblings are jealous. Haven't we seen that don't last long? When you try to do things behind closed doors, especially if you're the type who likes to expose people and tell everybody else business that you've done black magic to try to find out, especially if you that type. Haven't you figured? Don't you know that this gonna come back on you? Stealing inheritance. You stealing money. Messing with these young children, could be minors. If not very young adults. You're taking your time and you're coming for somebody else every single day. Whatever you can do to make somebody feel embarrassed just so you can get away with stealing their money. Lord forbid you have a child, because they better off just not being here at all. May God just remove them from your presence, however that is, because you don't deserve to have children. Especially if you faking like you like women in the background. Let's forbid you have a little girl or a little boy, because you can't even teach them how to be a man, because you too busy acting like a bitch yourself. And so imagine you can't be there for a daughter and you can't teach a boy how to be a man. You don't need kids. You don't need kids. I hope to God whoever this is in the background don't have any children. And if you do, may they be removed from you or you removed from them as soon as possible in Jesus' name. Because they need to be around parents better than you. I see paranoia here. Somebody has hacked someone's phone, social media, bank accounts here. Employers are in on it. So employers help hack somebody's stuff. A boss. boss not saying much in the background, but they very well see what's going on and they know what role they played in it. And so when y'all contacting a lawyer, make sure you tell everything that could have happened on a job here. I see military, green. Something definitely could be about money or something significant about the color green and a military person here. What about this military person? They have courthouse connections. Stay woke, they be creeping. This military person is toxic and they trying to control you. How would they try and control you? By trying to keep you in low vibration. This person has a mental illness here. And they probably in the background telling people that you have a mental illness. But you know what I notice about the military? They don't bother to check people's mental before they just allow them to be in there. And that is crazy for me. Because they get them there and they teach them certain things. They teach them certain things. And they teach these people here. These people who already don't have their mental state together. These people who are already kind of challenged. These people who have already dealt with things in their childhood that has caused them to be a certain way. And those things that they dealt with in their childhood, they haven't taken the time to deal with in their adulthood. And so a lot of times, they take in these people who are already disturbed and they teach them things that they have no business knowing. And that's my thing. That's why I started off by saying, if y'all gonna create monsters, make sure you lock their ass away and don't let them out in the public. Because you know how many people with mental illnesses I've seen go to the military, be it voluntarily or because their mother feel like they ain't gonna do shit else with their life and they can't stand them being at home with them. Do you know how many people I've seen go into the military because of that? Too many to count. Too many to count. Family and people who I once called my friends, their children. I've literally seen where they could not handle those children and they purposely sent them into the military. These children right here. And so I question why people, why don't they evaluate you? You know, they make you do all that other stuff as far as losing weight and trying to see if you're fit enough to do certain things and all the exercises, but they don't evaluate their mental. And that's the most important thing, because that's the problem we have. Their mental is not stable. And then they get out and they use the very same things that they've been taught in the military. They try to use it on people. They use it on the civilians. And forbid it's these men who actually like other men, because you have that a lot in the military. Forbid it's these men who actually like other men. Because who do they use it on? The women. The women. And then you look around and wonder, why is a man in competition with you? Look around and try to figure out, why is that man in competition with you? I see chaos and confusion magic. They're definitely doing some type of black magic here. I'm telling you, I can feel it. I can feel it. I felt it when I first pulled up. I just pulled right here, sit down and eat my little snack of stuff that was in my car, and I could feel it immediately. And not only could I feel it, I'm telling y'all, I all of a sudden started thinking about stuff, and I still ain't figured out where the thoughts came from. I was just looking at this homeless person trying to figure out if it was a man or a woman. And all of a sudden, some other stuff came going through my head, and I'm stuck sitting here trying to figure out, when did this happen? Naive. They see you as a threat. Something's finna end for somebody here. May not be in a good way, but it's probably gonna be in the way that they deserve it. Probably gonna be in the way that they deserve. Imagine that. Know what I noticed? As soon as I started saying something about these men like me, and everybody disappeared off my life. Could those be the men who like the men on here? Could those be the men who like the men? They coming over here looking to see what I'm talking about. I'm talking about y'all. Try to be undercover with it. Start these families out here so that you can keep giving off illusions while you sit in the background and hate and try to manipulate and tear down real women out here because you really truly wish you could be them, but you have this image to uphold. So these men have let jealousy get the best of them, and they've stolen something. I can't even get my words out all the way, and the car is popping right up before I could even get it out. They've let their jealousy get the best of them, and they stole something. And they worked with police to do it, your local city police. They have courthouse connections out here helping them do it. And everybody again out here living off somebody else's money. Committing fraud. That's what I see, fraud. Copycat imitation is men. So it's men out here trying to copy a woman. It's men out here stealing from a woman. It is, I see a best friend here is envious, fraud. He could have participated in some fraud. America's Family Insurance here. Could have definitely been insurance fraud. Intellectual property they've stolen. Don't surprise me because like I said, I've said things on a small level, on a much smaller level, y'all. I've said things and heard them repeat it immediately repeat it. And I know this not person trying to help me because this is the person that watched me go through everything that I went through and didn't bother to reach out to me not once, but they watch spiritually. And I ain't gonna go into detail about how I know they were watching because I've said it before. And so some people who will watch you die out on the street, have everything taken from you, be hungry, be homeless, and don't lift a finger to help. These same people ain't about to go out the way. They're not going out the way to help you all of a sudden that you've got things figured out. Now that you've got something figured out, they're not going out the way to help you by repeating what it is you thought on the radio. Oops. I wasn't trying to say that, but forget it. It came out now. Yeah, my bad. I really wasn't trying to say that, but hell, it's no lie. It's no lie. So yeah, imagine that. They watched you go to hell and back, and then all of a sudden they want to help you by repeating your thoughts on in public as if it were their own. And so saying that to say, if I've seen it, if I've witnessed it on a much smaller scale, only imagine how much other stuff that has been stolen on a much larger scale, because those were just random thoughts, me being silly. And so what about all the stuff that I've created, me being serious, the books that I've written, all the things that I've sat down and thought about without actually writing them down? I can imagine what kind of stuff is being stolen. Again, it's not a person who's trying to help you, because they sat down and they watched you go through things. And the only thing they were concerned about is if you were gonna break them off, if you was gonna allow them to sleep with you. Imagine giving somebody your sexual energy who will watch you starve on the streets and won't do nothing about it. Skittles. Somebody could be, again, we already said that at the beginning. These are men, and the reason why they so close to each other is because that's what they're most comfortable being around, other men. I see a Scorpio here that's doing black magic. Speak up about what's going on with you, as if I don't come on here and speak up about on it regularly anyway. Men being abusive to women. They don't appreciate where they came from. They feel like they should be able to run everything, including their mouth, including your money. They see an independent person and they want to tear them down out of their independence. They want you to have to come to them while they secretly go to each other. Imagine that. You're not even a real man. See? 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 I'm trying to keep this less controversial as possible. Imagine that. Somebody could need some therapy here. It's like somebody may be mad. How's it feel? How's it feel to be mad? I see earth signs here. Earth signs, are you mad? It definitely could be paranoid about this identity theft here. Bad weather, some type of storm could have something to do with this. Hurricane, tornado, it says earthquake, snowstorm, some type of storm could have something to do with this. Yeah, it could be somebody's name. It says trying to get a reaction here. Somebody do some kind of drugs, y'all. And devil worship. Drugs and devil worship here. Told you, these are people who don't believe in God. They'll go to the devil. They'll do black magic before they sit down and pray about something. And that's why they are the way they are, with these mental illnesses that's hid behind things. That's why they try to create illusions for the public when they truly are somebody else behind the scene. That's why they can't be who they are. They got to be what they think you want them to be. That's why they'll never truly be happy with themselves. They'll only be pretending as if they're happy. Somebody hiding depression. I recommend you get a little counseling for that. Recommend you get some therapy. Get somebody to check in on that. Go back, figure out what has you acting the way that you act. What makes you make the choices that you make in life? What make you feel like you can't be who you truly are in public? Catfish? Is somebody catfishing you, or are you catfishing the public? Which one is it? You being catfished, or you the catfish? Anyway, ghetto projects. I keep saying that. Somebody from the hood. Somebody from the hood. What they say, you can take the ghetto out of person, the hood out of. You can take the person out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. So here you are, masked behind your money, pretending to be something you're not, creating these illusions for people. That sound like you really just a hood rat with some past issues that have went unresolved for years. And now it's reflecting in your attitude and your choices. They're trying to control you when they can't even control themselves. Imagine that. Imagine somebody trying to control you when they have no control over themselves. See Mayan Temple right here? Somebody's name could be Maya. Mexican. I know a person like that. And they can hear what you're thinking as well. And they know how to do the stuff they know how to do. They just so happen to be part of my family. And I actually, before they even became part of my family, I used to ask the person that's the reason they became a part of my family, are you sure? You sure you want to do that? Why? Because connections are everything. I love to say birds of a feather flock together. And when you know that this person is affiliated with people who are connected to child molesters, rapists, people who do black magic, people who know the Bible front and back, but they use it to manipulate people. They'll read the Bible to you and quote a whole chapter worth of stuff and then go home and do some black magic on you. You know, when you connected to people like that, again, you know, birds of a feather flock together. And so you know the type of person they truly are, the type of things that are hidden, who they are pretending to be. And that's why I've always stayed away from them. That's why I've always stayed away from them. Because you know that apple don't fall far from the tree. And when your family is associated with that person, people, whole committee of people, the whole congregation of people who are all on the same page, and I know I don't want nothing to do with that book. Throw the whole book away. Throw the whole damn book away. Anyway, I'm about to end this because it's been going on for too long, y'all. I'm gonna come back and see what else What else do I have of people that's in this energy? Since they all in my energy, trying to manipulate things, call themselves trying to embarrass me, trying to make me feel some type of way. I don't. I feel like y'all are all assholes. I feel like you are fake. I feel like you create illusions. I feel like you are delusional. I feel like y'all are jealous, hateful, envious people who need to have certain mental illnesses addressed. Because I can't imagine you raising kids in a household like that. I cannot imagine. I can't imagine. So yeah, check yourself. Check yourself. That's what I have, y'all. I'll be back.